ESL1 Katowice, we get to kick off with OG versus Asta, our first game in the main arena. I'm Toby1, I'm here with the amazing Keeping It Kyle. How you doing, man? You liking a drop? You liking a Topson Invoker? We're liking Seb Magnus, we're liking Teamfight.
Yeah, OG kind of just throwback. You know, we won TI with this, let's run it again.
Sounds good, but at the same time, you look towards the other side. Asta coming through. There's a lot of huge name players here. Mushi, their stand-in as well. And the last man to always get his hero, and they gave him time to wrap up their lineup. But it looks like they've got a lot of burst, a lot of control, a lot of flexibility as well in their timings.
I was really surprised by OG's decision to first ban Razor. Astra's the only team. They have last picked their mid-player's hero every single game, and they used a targeted ban on that in the opening phase to give away Baboka's Shaman. 3 of the 4 games they won yesterday, he was on this hero. The only game he did not play it was banned, and he looks real tier 1 on this in comparison to some of the other stuff he's played.
Oh, they're going to keep walking up. The smoke's already broken. One more hit kill, and he won't be able to do so, so running to the north, there's no tail. Trading from Ass, so even though they still willingly ran into that. And now Asta will smoke themselves.
They're going to find no tail.
As if he comes close enough. Is that initiation you wanted? I think that was what you're kind of running, right? Like you're looking for the Tiny's influence in the game?
Well, they don't have the weird thing. The reason the smoke is weird is they actually have no disables. Baboka went Ether Shock, so what's the play here?
Just zone out the runes? Could be the easier thing.
That way, I don't believe that they're going to know that ward is placed just because Fenrir is still smoked. However, it's pinged. Okay. They figured it out.
They're smart people. They'll know about this. So let's actually look at some of the other stuff. So we started, like the Magnus is really nice. The Topson Invoker. There was a lot of different options we were discussing. Maybe OD would have been a really nice grab for them as well against the Morphling. How is Topson's Invoker meant to function in this game with the early boss he's built? Like,
I have no idea.
Is he meant to be an influencer? Like,
I don't think that's possible to analyze. Like, we've seen him do everything from, I've watched him play just the standard Quaswex. I've watched him play Quaswex with Meteor Hammer. I've seen him go Wex X-Sword. I've seen the standard Quas X-Sword, you know, farm with Forges and spam Sunstrikes. He could be buying Midas. He could be going Treads Drums. Like, there's so many different ways to play this hero, which is one of the reasons it's been a staple in the scene for so long, and it's always entertaining to watch.
I think you're covering almost every single base. It looks like the runes will actually split 3-1 as OG were able to claim both the bottom runes. XSS backed off the lane.
It's nice, too, because Oracle is a really high burst damage support, but his stun is kind of, you know, it's not a real stun, right? But at least it locks you in place to set up your Sunstrike once you're doing so. They set up a lot of really cool combinations. I think you actually like solo kill the Rasta this entire game just as Oracle with a Sunstrike.
Jerax and Baboka get to have fun inside the jungle. I think Jerax is just trying to be more of a pain. He's TPing down to the shrine on top. So away from the Shaman with Boots looking for his own rotation, and Notal's presence will be starting on the bottom lane against XSS. So no aggressive maneuver from OG to that Boots to that safe lane of Asta.
Yeah, I really like what Asta is doing here. Baboka's job, he went Boots first just to shut down Jerax from doing that off-lane pull that he is attempting even so. And this allows the Undying, the strongest level 1 support in Dota, to just zone this mag and give Morphling the free farm. We've seen VP do this all the time for Ramses, where if you can get Morph a couple of Wraith Bands, level 3, level 4, he's now in a position where 1v1, he'll get every single CS and deny. And then you can look to move around and rotate.
That's actually how they get the first blood. The Dire Observer. I was wondering if Baboka really wanted to attack and reveal its position, but this makes it worth it.
Yep. It's really well done. And LC down bottom is going to be pressured, but it's not as bad as other 2-on-1 matchups we've seen in this tournament. He should be at least able to maintain a presence in the lane.
Unless he can actually get the stomp off. Notal fakes to begin with. XSS is still trying to retreat back out. Do you dare say doing it left, right, and center, but XSS will be flying back under its own tier 1 town.
There's one player on Notal, though, to play very aggressive because there were multiple creep waves pushing the tower still are.
Tỷ số là 11-4 dành cho bên phía team Renegade.
Pushed out.
It's
good from XSS as well, but because of the push, so that you can actually pressure with the creep wave and get that farm at speed.
is actually so fun watching both moving across the map. Zed's running away from Fenrir. He's more problematic when he gets hit by so much chaos. The Baboka's just moving from lane to lane. He picks up the arcade room. These moves have just paid off so much. He's now trying to get No-Tail off XSS.
This is working out very well for Aster, though. I know it's only a minor creep differential, but you check out the Morphling. 13-14 has not missed a CS yet, save the one melee creep. And this means that he can just man up against this Magnus 1v1. And eventually you'll have 2 Wraith Bands on the courier.
Seems like the Dream. XSS may be in a little bit of trouble, caught inside the trees on bottom lane, as they will get the range axes off as well. XSS starting his own retreat back out with the press the attack. He's got the movement speed and the regen just to back the hell out of this.
I think he's going to run to base.
10 seconds remaining.
Back and run, but this is really well done by Baboka, as you said, because he's pulling this creep wave.
5 seconds
yeah, you missed 2 CS, but it covers the Legion Commander's long trek back to base, which is a huge time waster in this early game.
Seems so difficult for No-Tail to stop him too.
Is he actually going to take this?
It looks like it. Right, one way to buff up Mushi, but he's
going to take it all the way in front of the tier 3. It's going to be there just in time to meet the creep wave.
This is what we call the seeding route.
I thought you were going to go with Pied Piper.
Pied Piper? That just makes this rat Dota.
And LC is going to actually go up in lane. You can see there's 2 creep waves now, so he'll be able to get full XP off that initial wave. Top, still just total dominance by Sylar. Instead of having trouble getting next to anything in mid as well. Probably the matchup we want to look at.
The Invoker going 15-2 against the 14 set, where everyone's so equal, as well as Sylar getting a large amount of farm. Like, I've cast Sylar for a very long time, and when you give him momentum like this, Fenrir trouble. Not enough trouble to kill him off. In fact, Fenrir's regen. No, there's another nuke available from Jirax. With the base damage he gets through too. And Fenrir goes down on one of the board. But it does feel like you're feeding a beast that is just Sylar himself, not even just the hero Morphling who can be unkillable.
Yeah. I do think that the game will favor OG if they can maintain quality, just as the game scales, simply because they have so much damage amplification to give to the ILTW troll. You have a lot of lockdown on Aster, but you're going to have a difficult time protecting the Shadow Shaman against so much burst that can come out from the side OG.
Jirax was holding a wave on the top lane, while Shaman did everything he could, Baboka, to keep XSS alive. And we're hitting that 5-minute mark, so the rune contest will begin, while Shaman did everything he could, Baboka, to keep XSS alive. But doesn't look like, at least for the first time in a while, we haven't seen a big fight over the 5-minute bounty runes.
We're coming to mid though, Baboka.
Okay, actually, yeah, they're going to do it. Baboka ramps around the back. He still doesn't have level 3, so he's supposed to lock up Thompson to get the control. Thompson will take care of this. Tornado turns around, catching both Mushi and Baboka.
I like how he had the chat wheel before casting Tornado.
Of course.
This is OG.
This is Thompson.
Like, we actually need to have OG versus Fnatic just so we can see the chat wheel versus the pig spam. That's actually what needs to happen.
Seems to keep playing like they have. Maybe we will see it.
I'm
fearful for the side OG just because of how fast Aster's draft can accelerate. If they get an early blink up on LC, they start getting towers mowed down by the Frost Awards.
XSS is going to be in a little bit of trouble if they can keep this damage flying in, but then again, press the attack so good. Die will fortify, allowing their tower to stay alive on bottom, not to mention allowing this push on top, but both sides ended up burning it too. Baboka looking for Seb inside the trees while this bottom push is happening. Finally, they're going to find him.
Fair enough.
X up, no shackle, but it won't matter. They drop the tombstone. Seb will get the skewer back, creates a little bit of space underneath the tier 1 tower. But XSS won't die, and it'll be a straight tier 1 to tier 1 tower trade-off. That works in favor of Aster.
Yeah, it's all about Baboka's levels. He already has Arcane.
He's
level 3. He's going to probably look to take over a lane, but part of why I like the Quaswex a little bit denies Aster's ability to just plant Baboka mid. They've been trying to do this at pretty much every game I've seen. Mushi's on this mid-game hero that's high rotation, and he just moves out and lets Baboka take lane. You can't really do that against a
Set my jib.
Loving this aggression.
The battle
you attack
begins.
with Jirax
Bottom with
mid
you.
lane, forcing Baboka to react and keep
Run up
Mushi
the
alive.
sail while we've got the
Mushi will be
time.
able to survive for this Tornado EMP.
So you say.
It's only going to hurt Baboka at this point. And they can't find the kill on him just yet, but they've got him down low. But it's buying the space for this Enchantress to do her work with that stolen catapult. They're beating into the tier 2 towers.
As you
what
wish.
I thought was a 1-1 trade-off is definitely not the case.
Yep, and
I change tacks. Full sail ahead. Of course. This'll trim your sails. Gold for my chest. No gold for you. Aye. Splay your blood across.